the Minnesota Wild podcast, presented by Acrisure. It's time for Tom Reid's Hotline. Text in your comments or questions to 64686. You can win fabulous prizes, including dinner at Tom Reid's Hockey City Pub or Wild tickets to a future game. And now, Tom Reid's Hotline.
Payton and Keller, those are the goal scorers. Neither of them played for the Wild. Wild down 2-0 after one period of play, and probably lucky it isn't worse. If you want to get involved in tonight's hotline, please do. Text us your questions, comments, concerns to 64686. On the line, a pair of tickets to see the Wild and Flames on Hockey Day, Minnesota. Thomas, what did you think of that first period? Not a great return home to home ice.
No, it was not, Kevin. No question about it. I just don't think we had a lot of jump in that first period. And, give Utah a lot of credit. They came in, their legs were moving, their passing was good. They scored a power play goal. They scored the only 2 goals this hockey game, but they've outshot Minnesota 15-5 in that first period. As good as we saw Minnesota and Colorado in the first 2 periods, we're seeing the opposite here. Yeah,
the foot has come off the gas pedal. It could have been worse, like I said. The Ian Cole almost got his second of the year. They decided it was goaltender interference by Nick Schmaltz. You agree with the call?
Yes.
And Jonas Plum?
Yeah, no doubt in my mind it was when interference. I mean, the Wild were not even close to the player, but it took his legs right out and knocked into him and changed his angle. So that definitely is the right call.
All right, let's get to our questions here. We'll start with this one from Christy in Bloomington. Saw a ref get injured there in that first period. Did they end up coming back?
Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question from Christy is, let's say the ref did leave and you're now down. Let's say another one gets injured, hypothetically. Is there, like, for goaltenders, there's an e-bug floating around. Is there an e-bug for a ref, like, if they needed to call someone in from the stands?
Not to my knowledge, there is not. But if there's a supervisor, sometimes he may come down and help out, but I don't think that he's going to get back on the ice because the supervisors are not trained to be on the ice at this point. They're just watching. But I don't think I've ever seen a situation where 2 referees or 2 officials have been off the ice.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. We definitely have gotten down to 3 here in recent memory, but I don't think I've ever seen it go down to 2. This one. Well, let's go this one from Dan in Wisconsin. Of course, the big talking points coming into this one, the return of Kirill Kaprizov, the return of Jared Spurgeon. What have you thought with 20 minutes under their belt?
Haven't noticed them too much at this point. I mean, but it's not just them. It's the whole entire team, and I hope the team isn't waiting for them to step up, so they'll step up. They've got to take kind of the lead on here. Remember, these 2 guys have not played in a while, so you just don't step into it and think you're going to be at 100%. It takes a while to get back into that game shape we talk about all the time.
Looking real quick at the stat line, Kirill Kaprizov, 2 attempts at a shot, nothing hit the net. For Jared Spurgeon, 5 minutes of ice time, no hits, no shots, nothing stands out. Again, that's just 20 minutes of hockey to talk about, so we'll see how the game goes from this point forward. My screen went dark. This one, back in the day, not that long ago, Darby Hendrickson was an eye in the sky in the coaching ranks for the Minnesota Wild. This question from Brian is, Tom, do NHL teams and coaches still have that guy in the press box? Does anyone have communication with the guys up here?
Yeah,
in the press box?
Shabbat, the goaltender,
Freddie Shabbat,
coach up on top here. He'll be watching, and but he's paying more attention to his netminder than anything else. But at the same time, he's kind of the eye in the sky.
Like, I don't remember which coach it was under. I don't think it was Boudreaux, but Darby would be on the bench, or he'd be up here and be able to talk to him via an earpiece. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it still is. Yeah, okay. They can discuss things from up here to the bench, but it'll be one of the assistant coaches that will wear that earpiece.
All right. Tom, let's see. This one's from the 763 area code. When playing a new club like Utah, is that tougher to discern what this club? And maybe that's a misnomer because this isn't a new club.
No, it's not a new club. It's a transfer, is what it is, of the old Arizona Coyotes coming out of Glendale to begin with. That didn't work out, so they went to the campus of the university there, Arizona State, and that didn't work out too well for them. A very small arena, less than 5,000 people. And finally they said, enough is enough. They allowed this team to move. There's quite a few, though. I believe I think it was $1.2 billion in order to get the franchise to go there. But it's looked upon as a new franchise, not a relocate.
Okay. from the 952 area code. This texter notices that you're going to have Gary Bettman on in the second intermission. When Gary Bettman steps down, Tom Reid, do you have any interest in being the commissioner of the National Hockey League?
Well, of course I do. But I also want to be able to fly, too. I have an interest in that, but I can't do that either. So I think I'll just leave it at that. But, you know what? There's a lot of controversy all the time when you're in a position like his. We'll have a chance to visit with him. And it's a tough position. You're trying to keep, the owners of 32 teams happy, and that isn't always the case. But I think he really has done a marvelous job in building this sport and watching it grow since he took over in 1993.
I'm glad that he's kind of wrapped his arms around the fact that he's booed everywhere he goes. I don't know that it's anything personal at this point. I think it's more out of habit than anything. And he just kind of takes it in. He just kind of enjoys it, I think, to a degree.
I think he does, too. If he doesn't get booed, then he says they're not even paying attention to him out there. So I agree with that 100%.
Let's see if I can squeeze this one in. Connor McDavid recently suspended 3 games for a high stick, a cross-check, whatever it was. Tom, this question from the 218 area code. Do you think the suspension of McDavid in getting 3 games had anything to do with the fact that he got away scot-free with the elbow to Johansson's beak?
I don't think so. I don't think he got away with one there, and I think the league should have stepped in and done something there. Maybe that would have curtailed what happened the next game. But he got up, and I understand that he was being held and he was being wrestled and so on, the frustration. But you don't take your stick and cross someone in the head. He did that, and it's going to cost him $195,000 to be not exactly, but somewhere in that range. It never happened to me. I had to pay that much. That's a good thing.
Yeah, no kidding. Thomas, thank you very much, and we look forward to your conversation in the second intermission with the commissioner.
Thank you.
There he goes, Tom Reid in the Al Shaver press box doing Tom Reid's Hotline. Someone's going to get a pair of tickets to see the Wild and Flames nightcap on Hockey Day, Minnesota. That should be a lot of fun. Hopefully you can check us out. If you don't get that text, we'd love to have you. Wild.com/tickets. Wild are down 2-0 after one period of play. Full recap is next. This is Wild Hockey, presented by XL Energy.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrisure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.